Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. I'm YouTube famous now. I don't even know. What was that? I'm YouTube famous. I don't know what any of this is. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 4000 BC. The album, Dad. Hey, do you know why that's funny? Okay, so I looked up like a month ago, I looked up when did the world start, and supposedly it was, let's pull down the shirt a little bit. Apparently it was 3000 BC, which is why I started saying the 3000 BC. So if that's true, I don't know. Don't listen, don't come over to me and be complaining, you revolutionary, biblical, I don't know, okay? This shirt, pull this in a little bit. All I know is what I Googled, okay? I believe everything that you find on the Google. True story, I do. So anyway, so 4000 BC, we weren't even here. Can you believe that there was a time that there were no beauty influencers, no YouTube? There was a time, and I remember it too, before there was any YouTube glamour shots out there in the entire world. So anyway, I have lots of drama to talk about. There's a lot of Jaclyn Hill drama going on. I will probably be making my video about that tomorrow. But I wanted to talk about something that happened last night. It was just a ding-a-ling-a-ling, shim-a-ling-dang, ding-dong. Ding! How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? Well, I'm just sitting here having a cup of coffee, Jane. No, I'm off the gimlets. No. Clearer thinking, Jane, clearer thinking. That's all it's about. Well, I did. I just got my new Peter Monn candle in the mail. Yeah, it's called Serenity and Peace. He said that when life hands you lemons, just go buy his candle because it smells like lemons. Well, I bought Rich Lux's candle too. I have them both. What? Shane Dawson. What? Well, what does he possibly mean by that, Jane? Oh, my Lord. Well, we'll have to talk about it at the Women's League on Thursday. Tuna casserole. It's my double casserole of tuna. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye, Jane. So anyway, did y'all see what happened last night up on the Twitter? Okay. So last night up on the Twitter, at 9:55 p.m., Shane Dawson tweeted this out. He said, it just keeps getting crazier. And then here, I will put the little picture that he put underneath there with his, he's like, oh my God, what is it? And the whole world went crazy. Okay, so let's give a little background story to what has been happening. Shane Dawson hasn't put out a video in like 3 months, I think. And the last video that he put out was his conspiracy video, because on the heels of him doing the Jake Paul series, the 15,000 part Jake Paul series, everybody was like, we miss your conspiracy videos, so he put out the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy video. Now, it wasn't just about, it wasn't, I know, that's all we remember. Hold on, I need a new fan. It wasn't just about Chuck E. Cheese, but that's all we remember, right? Have any of you, like, now returned to the Chuck E. Cheese and, like, months later? I should do that. I should go in there months later and order a pizza, because, I mean, it's been so much time now that they probably think, oh, we've been distracted, nobody's paying attention to the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy, but I believed it too, okay, because I did a couple videos about that. So he did the conspiracy videos, and he put out something the other day. It was so funny. Oh, well, here, I'll read it to you. He put this up on, this kind of shook me, on his Twitter. He put out, well, he's put out 2 conspiracy things in like the last couple days. 6 days ago, he put, Uno put this out. Here, I'll put what they said. They said, you do not need to pull a card until you have a color that matches the discard pile. And underneath here is the rule. It says, if you don't have a card to play, you only have to pick up 1 card. And Shane retweeted it and said, what? Because we've all played Uno like a million times. Okay. And then he goes and he put this up here about Champion hoodies, which I love Champion hoodies. When I started my channel, that's all I used to wear back in the day, were Champion hoodies. They were like super cheap. They were literally like $10.99 at Target. And they weren't even hoodies. They were like sweatshirts, you know, with no hood on them. But he said, I have a lot of questions about Champion hoodies. I've never seen a brand sell hoodies at Walmart for 10 bucks. And also for 100 bucks at other places. I know the quality is different, but it's just very odd to me. Am I alone here? When did Champion become so bougie? Haha. But the picture is very like conspiracy theorist if you look at it a little bit. And I thought that was interesting. Now, I will tell you that Champion has done a lot of collaborations with huge like designers and things like that, which is why sometimes they're very, very expensive. I've seen Champion hoodies up to like $300. So maybe he has a conspiracy video coming out that he's going to put in between now and the series, but I really don't believe that's the case. I just think that he knows that a lot of people are very, very interested in the conspiracy stuff that he does, so he's continuing to kind of put that out to meet people where they're at, like, hey, you know, listen, I know you guys love this stuff, I'm interested in it too, I'm interested when I see things. He's tweeted a lot out, he's put a lot out, he's talked about some other things on there. And so anyway, I think that's his way of kind of meeting his like fans halfway and saying, I'm probably not going to do a conspiracy video. And in fact, in a live stream recently, now I did not see it, but this is what I was told. He said that he would not be making content the way that he had previously in the past, which means that going forward, and I think we kind of already knew this, that he's just going to kind of do these series from now on. And the series that he has been teasing out is the second series with Jeffree Star. He and Jeffree Star have both put out hints about it, that they're going to do the series together. What do we think about that? Do you want to see another Jeffree Star series? Do you not care? The thing is it's not going to be about Jeffree Star this time. I think it's going to be about the whole makeup industry. I think it's going to be about making a palette. I think we already know that. Jeffree Star announced that there would be, there's some news coming up here in a second, I'm going to tell you, that there would be a Shane Dawson palette coming out. I think we all remember the scene in the Jeffree Star series where Shane and Rylan were sitting in Jeffree Star's office and they started talking about how much money you could make off of that. And I think that people are, a lot of people are saying that Shane Dawson is money hungry. I don't believe that about Shane. I really don't. I think he's really interested in the idea that something like a makeup palette could really result in so much money. And it's very much supply and demand. And I think he's really interested in the inner workings of things, the systems of things. But I also think that he's interested in everything that goes on behind the beauty industry as well, including the drama, because I do think that there's going to be some drama in the whole series. And I think that he's talked to some other beauty influencers other than Jeffree Star. We know that he met with Toddy. He's made it very, very clear that he's trying makeup. Today, in fact, he even posted the new Jeffree Star lip glosses that are coming out tomorrow. So he's constantly, like, showing this kind of stuff. But what's interesting to me about this is, like, he hasn't hidden at all that he's doing this series with Jeffree Star. So it can't be about the makeup industry when he's so aligned with Jeffree Star. I mean, it could be, but it'd be a really biased documentary or series, and I just don't think that a lot of people would buy into it because, I mean, for all the people that don't like Jeffree Star, they'd be like, no, this is completely one-sided. So I really think it's going to be Jeffree Star walking Shane Dawson through the process of how he comes up with a palette and how he does it. And that could be completely unbiased because that would be Jeffree Star's experience. It would be Jeffree Star showing Shane Dawson how you do this, them creating a palette together, them doing it underneath Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I think that that's really ultimately what's going to happen. And then kind of talking to some of the people in the background, other beauty influencers, how they review a palette, like maybe some drama channels, I don't know. So, about how they look at all of this kind of stuff, and maybe people out there, fans, what makes them buy one more than the other. I think it will be all-inclusive across the board, and I think that he will try to show every aspect of how you put a palette together, the marketing, the PR, the price point, all of that. I think he'll show that, which is very, very interesting to me, because I have said about these beauty influencers for a long time, I have said, they always show us, like, the end product, and they say, oh my God, I've just been working months and months and months on this. But you don't see the process, right? You don't see them sit there literally and pick out the names and pick out the colors and, which ones are pigmented and which ones aren't. And do they go with an eyeshadow palette, or do they go with a lipstick or a liquid lipstick, or do they go with, like a primer, or what are they coming up with, or a magic pill like Toddy? So we never know, like, what they're coming up with, right? And so they don't show us the process until they do the reveal. I've always said it'd be interesting to see the process, and I think that that's what Shane Dawson is going to do. So last night, he tweeted out what I showed you before. It just keeps getting crazier. Here, I'll put it up here again. And he pinned it. Now, that's interesting to me that he pinned it, okay? Which means that he wants everybody to see this. Now, Shane Dawson has kind of hinted out along the way that, this series is coming out, what it's going to be about. He'll tweet things out like, Jeffree and I have been filming all day long, or Jeffree Star will tweet out something to the effect of, like, Shane just came over, whatever. So we know that they're spending a lot of time together filming. They become good friends, things like that. What is interesting, I know people are so tired of me referencing this guy, but if you watch Aphrodite, who is the tarot card reader, I'll link his channel again below. If you watch a video that he did on Shane Dawson, he goes in there and he talks, it's very, very interesting, you guys, and he says in there about Shane that, one thing he says is that Shane will be betrayed by a friend that he's going to have to let go of, because this friend will say something to the world that, like, he just can't sit there and continue to allow this to happen. and that he feels really betrayed by the friend. But the other thing that he says in there is that he will have an unlikely alliance that he becomes really, really good friends with, and that he like goes into business with. And it's hard to watch that and not think that this person is Jeffree Star. So you should go check that video out. It's really, really interesting. Ant has a lot of really interesting, he predicted the whole James Charles thing. I mean, literally beginning through the end of the whole thing. It's very interesting. He also on there has a video that he did predicting like, or talking about the whole Jeffree Star warehouse robbery. It's very, very interesting, okay? And in that video, he says that the whole thing is much more contrived behind the scenes, not by Jeffree Star, but by somebody else, really seeking kind of revenge on Jeffree Star, and that the person will end up getting caught, and that the person is somebody that has a platform, and I thought that was really interesting. So he put this out here, and it was interesting because I thought I would go underneath here. Now, I got a couple DMs yesterday, and people were like, this is about Jeffree, Toddy, and Shane, and go and look at who's not following who anymore. I went in before I filmed this video, and they're all still following each other, okay? So for the people that are sending that to me, I don't know who unfollowed Shane. I can't find it. Put it in the comment section below, and I'll do a follow-up video about that. But Toddy's still following Shane. Shane's still following Toddy. They're all still, Jeffree's still following, I mean, they're all still following each other. So I don't think there's really any real drama there. And so I thought, well, underneath this thread, it's got to be here somewhere. No, it's not. It's just like gift after gift. People are like, give me the tea. And then some people are spill the tea. This is me right now. I can't wait. It's just one like meme after another of Shane Dawson. Oh my God, I'm shook. Oop. And then somebody said, yo, I'm so excited. I don't even remember what the series is about. And then somebody said, and this is kind of true, it's what they're all about, the hype. And then somebody said, you have all the Twitter shook right now. Our wigs are lost somewhere. And then somebody said, I have it. Do we think it's a lot about the hype? I mean, here's the thing, right? Is that any good marketing for whatever you do, whether you're a YouTuber or a Netflix series or you have a movie coming out or an eyeshadow palette, no matter what you're doing, like part of it is building up the hype. If you just sat there and acted like, no, it's boring, you guys are going to hate it, don't even come and watch it, and you don't ever mention anything about it, I mean, that's stupid, right? But the thing is that Shane Dawson, now I don't think this is going to be a series that he has planned out. I think it's going to be an evolving series. I think it's going to be a series that we see over a period of time. And so I don't think it's going to be like a one and done. I don't think it's going to be like a Jake Paul series with, you know, within 3 or 4 weeks, like we see the whole thing. Or with Jeffree Star, it was done in like 2 weeks, you know? I think it'll be a series that maybe lasts the whole summer or something like that. The fact that he pinned this tweet makes me wonder if part 1 isn't coming out very, very soon. Like I would say within the first week or 2 of summer. Like that's what I'm speculating. Because it just seems interesting to me that he pinned this tweet. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm ready for it. Okay, listen, it's been 4 months, Shane. We need something, okay? Even Sabrina, the new teenage witch of the world of the East Coast, West Coast, Mississippi, even she comes out every 6 months with a new series, okay? Wentworth, Orange is the New Black, come on, Shane, we need something. We need something! So anyway, so people go in here and they keep on getting more and more excited. Where's the video? Shane, we need content. Me right now, or whatever. Whatever this is, I know I'll enjoy it. I miss you uploading, but I'm watching your old videos for the time being. Come back soon. And then somebody said underneath there, same, I even started listening to old podcasts in my car while driving to work. Are there people out there that are irritated that he's not posting content, or are you okay with waiting because the new content that he's posting is so well thought out and put together? Because I really do think it is. Like, it's on a level that we haven't seen on YouTube before, so I'm really invested in it. And for me, like, I'm okay, in all honesty. Like, I miss the conspiracy videos kind of consistently, but even towards the end, he wasn't posting them that consistently as he had been in the past. So like, you know, I don't know why this video always comes to mind, but I remember him doing like a stack of tacos. I remember he used to do all the food videos, and he would make like, you know what I'm saying, like houses out of Taco Bell food and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm okay with not seeing those videos as long as I can still, like, I love him and Ryland together in Ryland's vlogs. Like, I feel like that to me is seeing a side of Shane that I haven't seen before, so I really enjoy watching those. And I really believe that Ryland in the last, I don't know, 6 months to a year, really improved into a different kind of vlogger than he had been when he started. And when he started, I wouldn't even have considered him a vlogger, and now I really do, and I enjoy watching those videos and seeing a different side of Shane, where Shane's not really like in control of what's going on a little bit. He's like in the background. That's interesting to me. So I'm okay waiting. Do I want it to be 1 series a year? No. not unless Shane is going to take a complete move and go off of the YouTube spectrum and go into Netflix or something like that. But you know, the reality is we don't know what YouTube's going to look like 2 to 5 years down the road. Maybe YouTube 2 to 5 years down the road will be several Shane Dawsons, you know, doing several documentaries, and then it would make sense if they only did one really extensive 10 to 15 part documentary once a year. That would totally make sense if that's what he's wanting to go to. You know, and a lot of people are saying that as YouTube changes and goes into more of like the mainstreaming focus that people watch, that it's going to take away from, I mean, nobody has cable anymore. I think my husband and I are the only 2 people in the state of Indiana that have cable, true story. But I think, like, you know, if people are away from cable, like everybody's got the Hulu and the Amazon Prime and all that we have all that stuff too. But, you know, I think as we're getting away from that, more and more people are just watching YouTube. And is Shane at the forefront of this saying, hey, listen, I'm going to be the one to do the yearly documentary, and I'm going to always release it around June, and you guys can just be ready for it, and that's what I'm going to do from now on, and that's going to be my channel. And, you know, I think in life, you have to do what makes you the happiest, number one. Number two, I think if in life you do what makes you the happiest and you're not hurting anybody else, that's really great role modeling. And number three, I think that you can reinvent yourself at any time that you want to. And maybe that's what he's doing creatively. And I stand behind that. I think that's cool. I'm really excited to see what he has to come with this next series. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.